for the Lutheran Church, for the Episcopal Church, for the Roman Catholic Church, certainly. And the Roman Catholic Church in particular was a set of statutes that was started to be developed in 1866. And then over the course of the intervening 150 years or so, they were amended on multiple occasions, and most recently in the mid-1950s, changing who could be on the boards of directors, how those members would be selected, etc. But it was a function of not religious law, but rather state corporate law. So the proposal that was advanced to me from one of my constituents, who is a very prominent member of his parish and held several positions of honor within the Roman Catholic Church, was to have a public hearing on some proposed changes to those corporate laws. Those proposals were shared originally with Representative Powers and then with me, and we looked at them, and frankly, as I suspect anybody who has had constituents who are the victims of fraud, I was very sensitive to those issues. And as a result of that request, like we do in so many instances, or I did when I was in this legislature, and I believe is the tradition of this committee, we have public hearings on all sorts of issues. And frankly, anybody who knows this process knows that there are an awful lot of bills that have public hearings that never see that legislation advance. But based on the request that I received from constituents, we had a bill raised by this committee to have that public hearing so that the issue of how the corporate governance under state law might be amended, if at all, to deal with situations such as existed in Darien and Greenwich. As you know, there was a significant outcry by many people in the state, and this legislature, or I should say this committee, voted to box that bill, and the proposal didn't go any further.
Thank you. And I think that given your positions regarding same-sex marriage and transgender rights and other items that you advocated while being a state senator, was one aspect of your belief system. But as someone who's worked very closely with you over the years, I actually believe that I saw, and this may surprise some people in this room, a sort of moderate to conservative side regarding business matters, statutes of limitations, other things that perhaps you encountered in your nearly 20 years of private practice. But the Andrew McDonald that I know is not one-dimensional. And I hope people in the state of Connecticut understand that. And also, I have found that, while certain aspects of you having a husband are touted by the media primarily, I look at you as just an outstanding student of the law. And it was always a pleasure when, first of all, I'm so honored to have the co-chairs that I work with right now, but when it was you and Mike Lawler, one of the things that I learned, good catch. But one of the things that I knew is that if I was going to go head-to-head with either of you, I had better done my homework. And I would expect that people that come, when you're eventually confirmed as advocate in the case, and the attorneys that come before the high court, they will have to be prepared, and you will study the issues rigorously.